Hello guys, welcome to the new video. So in this video I'm just gonna be explaining or showing you why it is important that when you are trading, like, you must never ever use just one time frame to make your decisions. Like, you can't just open one time frame or a chart on look at it on one time frame and then make decision that I'm going to buy or sell. That's very deadly. It's very important that when you're doing your analysis you check what other time frames are saying, and then before you can sort of make a decision to buy or sell. For instance, you must have depending on which time frame you want to trade in, then you must also have if, let's say, for instance, you like taking trades on H1, right? So you can't just open H1 and then go take trades from there. So this would be the sort of the time frame where you'll be taking your trades. Yes, Mar, I have to include at least one more time frame where I will also be checking, or now, how is the structure that side, and then compare it with the structure that you're seeing on the time frame where you'll be executing your trades. Then you must make sure that both of them, they are agreeing on whatever that you want to do. Because if you find that, for instance, you can pick that you're gonna do H1 and H4, and because H4 is bigger nyana, and then the risk here, if you are taking trades from it, is gonna be bigger nyana. So you can say I will be taking trades from H1, but I need to know what the structure on H4 is saying. So this one is gonna help you, because sometimes you will find that H4 is going up and then H1 is sort of for short term. So obviously you can choose to go with what is H1 is saying and fight what H4 is saying. So the logic, or the thing that we know, it doesn't happen all the time, mara higher time frame, in most cases, it wins over smaller time frame. So what do I mean by that? If H4 is pointing up and H1 is pointing down, in most cases, at the end of the day, or the price will continue pushing up in the direction of the higher time frame. So you'll find that if I can make it this way, you'll find that how can I put this? You'll find that on H4 we are going up, right? And then remember that when the price is moving, obviously it doesn't always move like this. This is very rare. So what it does is that it moves like this, sort of like this. But the ultimate goal is to go up. So you find that on H4, this is what I'm seeing. And then on H1, you are seeing a downtrend. And this downtrend just simply represent, you find that it forms during the pullback here. Mara, you can't say this is a trend. This is just a pullback. So we have an impulse move up, a pullback, impulse move up, a pullback, impulse move up, a pullback. So trading this is very dangerous, because you're going against the main trend. One. So that's why you must never ever take trades here. So someone who's trading H1, you will find that this thing on their time frame is saying it's a downtrend, then they sell, the price corrects and then continues going up, and then they take a loss. Why one? So that's why when you're trading, make sure that as much as you're taking trades here, if I'm seeing a bullish if let's say H1 looks like this, for instance, H1, and then it hits my support, and then it gives me what? No, let me do it this way. Yeah, but it's fine this way. And then it gives me a pin bar and a pin bar, which is saying what I can buy, right? But then on H4, you find that H4 is doing what? How can I? This is gonna be difficult, but let's just find it on a chart. But I just want to show you that sometimes it's very possible that this one goes in one direction and then this one goes in the opposite direction. Obviously, in such cases, we are going to go with H4. So as much as I'm taking trades on H1, if H4 does not agree with me, I'm not gonna take that trade. So I want a trade where H1 is saying up and H4 is also saying up. But then I know that I've got higher odds. I've got a lot of things on my side that are saying to me I can buy. Why one? So some, they can even go and add a third time frame and add daily. So where they will be using how can I let's see. So something can say I'm going to take my, so they can take H1, they can take H4, and also say I want a third time frame, which is the next one will be what, daily. So here, this is where they are execution here, and then here is just the middle time frame, and then here this is where they want to check the trend. So what are they doing is that they will say, let me check what my daily is saying. If the daily, the trend is going up, it means whatever that I'm doing on H1, it must always be in the direction of what, the bigger trend, because you can't fight daily structure with what, H1 chart, right? So that's what some people do, which is a very, very good idea. Mara, sometimes you must remember that every strategy that you use, it's going to have the pros and cons. So this one, the more time frames you add, the more it's going to be confusing, and the more you will find that they don't align most of the time, and you're going to miss setups a lot, right? So now I would suggest that you only stick to what, 2 time frames of your choice. But you can't skip a time frame. You can't pick M15 and weekly. I mean, this is just this is just when it's the structure difference is going to be too much, right? So you must always make sure that if you are picking M15, you can pick M15 and then take H1 and then take H4, and then the next one to add here, it will be daily, weekly, and then monthly. So it's up to you. You can pick these 2, or you can pick these 2, or you can pick these 2, or you can pick these 2, but obviously you can't pick these ones, they're too big. So obviously you'll be playing around this one. So most of you will be picking this one, right? You take trades on M15, but they must be in the direction of what your H1 is saying. They must both agree. Okay, let's open a chart and then look for something like this. Yes, I found one here on VIX 75, volatility 75. So this is the area that I want us to look at. So I wanna here, the price did this, it got rejected, it went up. As much as we are moving to the upside, I want to show you something. Yes, we are moving to the upside, and then I said the price can move like this. So in this case, I'll be talking about, it did this, it came down, it did this, it came down. Someone can expect it to still continue going up, because the last time it came here, maybe you are expecting a rejection there, like some rejection here, which is the area where it got rejected the last time it came. So you're expecting it to sort of bounce and go up, but what did it do? It disappointed you and went in the opposite direction. But I'll show you, I just want to show you why it is a very risky or not worth it, why you shouldn't have thought of taking a trade from there, and why if you don't check other time frames, you will not be able to see that actually taking a trade here is not a good idea. So if you can check here, I put the vertical line and these 2 lines. So the trade, you would have taken it where these 2 meet. So I'm gonna go to a higher time frame. Let's go to a weekly and see what weekly was saying. Did it agree with me taking a trade there or not? And then you'll see, actually this is not a good idea for me to buy. So let's check weekly, and then I'll show you why I'm saying it's very important for you to check other time frames, more than one time frame when you're making decisions. We can still see our horizontal and vertical line, these 2, all right? And when the price hit that, it was here. So and then checking the structure here, the first reason why it is not it is not a good idea for you to buy Kehore. We have got 2 rejection bars on higher time frame, which is what, our weekly. Let's say you are now rather the daily time frame. That's where you are taking trades. But in this case, the time frame that is higher than the one you are taking is saying no, don't buy. Marwana, if you don't check it, you will go and buy and take a loss. So the first reason why we shouldn't buy Goring, we are on a higher time frame. We've got 2 rejection bars. You can see the price has been trying to push up, but it's being rejected. That's not a good sign for people that are buying, especially if this happens on a higher time frame. And then reason number 2, it will be, I hope you write this down, and then you can take screenshot, and then you can go and revise it at your own pace. Reason number 2, when we hit this, if you can check the body of this bar, and the bodies of those bars. You can see that for the past 2 weeks the price is really was not making any progress. It goes there, it come back, it goes there, it come back. Mara, in this 1 week it managed to erase all of that, forming what? Bearish engulfing, which is also a reversal sign or signal. So the fact that the price is being the price is forming a bearish engulfing pattern there, it shows that the bears, or the people that are selling, or the people that are pushing the price to the downside, they seem to be becoming stronger. So that's the reason why I'm saying, if you were taking the trade, if you were now your favorite time frame is this one, and the price hits here, the fact that on the higher time frame you've got 2 rejection bars and you also have what? An engulfing pattern, it's a sign that no, you can't expect this to bounce there. Even if it does, Mara, you shouldn't take it. It is not worth it. It is not worth your money. That's why this is why it is important for you to check what the other time frame is saying before you make your final decision. The very same thing here. This is going to be the last thing. So if I was to analyze this one also, you can see that the price did this, it went up, now it's coming to more or less the same area, so you can expect it to bounce and go up, just like it did here. It did this, and then it bounced there, it came back, it bounced there, it came back, it bounced there, it came back, so you can expect it to bounce again. Mara, here is let's compare the price at all those areas. You can see here it did what? A rejection, and then it bounced, it went up. Here you can see that the price is being rejected double, it went up, and then it comes again. Here there was no rejection, but it went up, then double rejection, came back. Now if those people that are thinking of buying here, now I don't think it's a good idea. I would rather wait for like a proper confirmation before I can take this buy, because you can see that this past 2 weeks here, this bars pair, they're saying here, if we just analyze these two, we're saying the sellers strength. So these two bars, they're showing us the seller strength. Why am I saying that? Because this thing starts here, it starts here. But the more you are seeing, the moment you are seeing this on that side, it means whoever that was trying to push there failed. He was pushed back, and then he tries again, fail. So the more the buyers are failing, the higher the chances of the sellers winning. Hence, in the next week, the sellers managed to go even lower than where they were fighting. The other one pushing up, the other one pushing down. That's what I'm saying. Based on the structure that the price is forming here before hitting the area where it was rejected before, I wouldn't be surprised if I see this price dropping below that area. So if I want to buy here, yes, it's possible for the price to reject and go back up. Mara knife the probability, the numbers, I want high odds on my side. So if I want to buy there, I would really need to have a proper confirmation. At this point in time, I'm not convinced. It is not worth my money for me to try and buy, because of the structure that we are forming here just before hitting this area. This could be a sign that the sellers are going to come stronger and push it even further down. Yeah, I'm going to end this one here. So I hope now you understand why when you're taking your trades, it is very, very important for you to check. Like the time frame, even if you check 2, I think a minimum should be 2. How I share 2, and then if they are both agreeing on one thing, then you can take that signal. But if one is pointing that direction, the other one is pointing this direction. If one time frame, you picked 2 time frame, one is saying this, one is saying that, you must lean towards the higher time frame. So if you picked H1 and H4, and then they don't agree, you must lean towards what H4 is saying, because you can't fight a bigger structure with a smaller structure. In most cases, the higher time frame wins. So I think those are the take-home message that I want you to take from this video. When you're trading, at least look at 2 time frames and pick the time frames that are next to each other. You can't pick M15 and M15 and daily. Because the structure difference there is just too much. So I'm gonna end it here, and I hope you guys learned something, and don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. just don't forget to like and subscribe, because I'm still gonna bring more content to you guys, and I hope that you are learning something here. So I'll see you in the next one. I'll make sure that maybe later tonight or tomorrow or the day after or in 2 days time I record another video and then I post. So when you it doesn't matter what time you find this video, it will always be on YouTube. So how it all will be, I will assume you have just recently started with your journey out trade. So make sure that how it all you found the right channel for you to learn how to trade. And I will because you'll find that most channels that you are following, the people that you are following, they will just tell you this is a support, and they will just tell you this is a rejection. Man, they are not really telling you why. They will just tell you buy here. But why? You're not telling me why. Now always when I'm telling you that you shouldn't buy here, I will tell you why. Because this structure that it formed before approaching it. Or I will tell you why you shouldn't buy here. I told you because of the structure that we are having here, and also the engulfing. So at least not every decision that I take or every analysis that I make, I will always give you the reasons behind that, which is why I think this is gonna be the best channel that you can follow and make sure that you learn how to trade from. Then I'll see you in the next one, guys. Just make sure that you are subscribed, and then cheers for you too.